Exercises. A. From now, you know the difference between solids and liquids. Give 3 examples of each in the table given below. Here they have given solids and liquid. So any solid that you see in your daily life or that you use, that you can give the examples here as well as for liquid. How you judge it is a solid, they have a definite shape and you can hold them in your fingers. Whereas liquid, they do not have a definite shape. Okay, they occupy the shape. Okay, whenever you pour them into a container, that shape they get. And usually they flow. You can't hold in your fingers. If there is gap, they come out through the gaps of the fingers. Now, solid examples are ice, stone, eraser. Ice is the solid form of water. Instead of eraser, anything else also you can write. Then, so liquids, water, milk, juice. B. Write heating or cooling on the arrows. One of them is done for you. So here it is. Okay, here you can see water has been taken in a glass. Whenever water is cooled, it becomes ice. So it should be cooled at 0 degrees Celsius or less than 0 degree. So usually they form ice. Second one. So here you can see water has been taken. Okay, water has been taken in this particular container. Whenever it is heated, so you can see the gas coming out. So this is called water vapor or steam. Then third one, you can see ice here. Whenever it is heated, so it forms water. Then here you can see the steam or water vapor. Whenever it is cooled, it gets converted into liquid. Okay, we call that process as condensation. Now see, a mark right for a true and a wrong for false statements. First one, a liquid can flow but a solid cannot. It is correct. So usually liquid can flow. So if you try to hold a liquid in your fingers, not in the palm region, in the finger region, through the gaps, it can flow out. Whereas solid, when you hold a few stones and all, I mean even like especially stone, when you hold in the finger, so it cannot come out, it cannot flow. So it is correct. Second one, the changing of water to steam is called evaporation. So whenever water is actually heated, so you can see the steam coming out. This process is called evaporation. Now third one, the air high up in the sky is hot. No, the air high up in the sky is cool. Fourth one, clouds contain tiny drops of water. Usually clouds contain tiny drops of water. It's correct. Fifth one, when water vapor changes to ice in the clouds, snowflakes are formed. When water vapor changes to ice in the clouds, so snowflakes are formed. This is correct. Even sometimes they also form hailstones. D. How are hailstones formed? How are hailstones formed? Sometimes strong winds push falling raindrops up into cold air. Sometimes strong wind will push falling raindrops up into cold air. The drops freeze to form ice. So because of the cold air, the raindrops will freeze to form ice. The pieces of ice will fall to the ground as hailstones. So this is how hailstones are formed. Higher order thinking skills. What would happen if water only evaporated and it did not rain? If water only evaporated and if it did not rain, then the water present in the different sources on earth like river, pond, lake, even well, sea, ocean, all the water from the water sources like what I mentioned now, ocean, river, lake, pond, it could have evaporated. Then we could have had water shortage. Luckily for us, water that is being evaporated is coming back in the form of rainwater. So, water will be collected in the lake, river and other water sources. Life skills. Water is precious, you should never waste it. Water is precious, especially drinking water, so never waste drinking water. Turn off the tap while brushing your teeth. Usually kids, what they do, they keep the tap on and they keep on brushing their teeth. Water will be continuously going out. So we need to turn off the tap, then we need to brush our teeth. After brushing our teeth, then we can wash our mouth as well as face by turning the tap on. Try to fix leaking taps. If you need help, call an adult. So wherever there is leaking, you can try to Fix the leaking tap means you can close that particular region where there is an opening where water is going out. So like always take the help of your adult for this. Don't try to do your own. Do not use a hose pipe to water your garden and let too much water flow. Try and use water from a bucket. So instead of actually pouring water through the pipe to the plants, when you like pour water to the plants with the help of pipe, so more water will be wasted. So instead you can use water like in a bucket. Means you can take water in a bucket and with the help of a mug. So you can pour water to the plants. In this way you can save water. Activities for assessment. Make raindrops. We require a steel basin, a glass plate, water. Pour some water in the steel basin like this. You need to pour water into a steel basin. Cover it with a glass plate. You just cover it with a glass plate. Leave it in the sun. Then you need to keep it in the sunlight. Watch water droplets appear on the plate. From the inside, water droplets will start collecting, especially on this glass plate from inside. You have made your own raindrops. Okay, of course it is done with the help of the sun. So what happens when the sunlight passes through this plain glass plate and when it reaches the water in the container, the water in the container will be heated. When the water in the container is heated, it gets converted into water vapor. That water vapor cannot escape this container, so it will be collected in the inner part of this particular glass plate. So this is one process of evaporation which takes place in the presence of sunlight. And now like what is it? That water vapor, when it is cooled, they form water droplets. Okay, through a process called condensation. Okay, our heritage. Vetiver, okay, otherwise it is called cuscus. Vetiver is a grass that has a good smell. So this is actually that grass which is having good smell. It is used to make mat. It is mainly used to make mat. In summer, vetiver mats are hung up outside door and windows and water is sprayed on them. So usually in summer, these vetiver mats are actually placed, especially in the region which is very hot. Say outside the door, okay, outside the window, and they spray water to those mats made up of vetiver grass. The water evaporates and makes the house cool. The water will evaporate and will keep the house cool. The vetiver gives the house a good smell. Even this vetiver grass will give the house a very good smell.